Hello, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the video series where I am reviewing the textbook Understanding Construction Drawings. So this video is about chapter 5, unit 5. That's the 5th chapter in part 1, and that is the use of symbols. So we know that construction drawings use many symbols to represent various materials and devices, and usually one of the first pages in the drawing set includes an index of the symbols used on the drawings. But sometimes the most common symbols are not included in the index. So in order to be able to read all of the information on the drawings, one must be able to interpret those symbols. So, Ian, let us begin. So, this chapter will go through the door and window symbols, material symbols, electrical and mechanical symbols, reference marks, and abbreviations. So I highly recommend to back up my videos with the textbook because it is important to see actually how that is represented graphically, not just hear about that. So, and you don't have to memorize all the symbols and abbreviations, but you need to actually learn how to read the drawings. You need to understand what the drafter actually meant. So in many cases, for example, the material is represented by a symbol and it's also labeled with words or abbreviations. And let's go let's go see the symbols. So door and window symbols. There are three basic ways for household doors to open. That is swing, slide, or fold. And you can see that on, there's an image there. And within each of these basic types, there are variations that can be readily understood from their symbols. So please refer to the image. You can see that. And there are 7 basic types of windows as well. So they are named according to how they actually open. So, and the symbols for hinged windows are awning, casement, and hopper. They indicate the direction they open. Then you can see how they are shown in the elevation and the plan. So also, yeah, let's go over those 7 types of windows. So those are double hung, sliding, awning, casement, hopper, jalousie, and fixed or picture window. So the sizes of windows and doors are usually shown on a special window schedule or door schedule, but they also might be indicated by notes on the plans near their symbols. When you can see the dimension line, you can usually see the dimensions of the openings as well of the fenestration. So the notations of size show width first and height second. And manufacturers usually list several sets of dimensions for every window model. And also the glass size indicates the area that will usually allow light to pass. And the rough opening size is important for the carpenters, for example, because they will be the ones who will be installing those windows. So there is a nice diagram showing the actually parts of the window. So please refer to the textbook. And we're moving to the material symbol. So the outline of the drawing may be filled in with the material symbol to show what the object is made of. So, and some of the examples are like concrete block and brick and other materials. So please make sure that you are familiar with that, and you can see the difference how materials are depicted in the planet section and the elevation, because some of them are different, like glass and concrete block, for example. Also, I mentioned that in my previous videos, this textbook is great because there are a lot of green notes on the side. So when you read the textbook, please refer to those notes because they help you understand how to actually approach the project sustainability. So let's move to the electrical and mechanical symbols, and they include wiring, electrical devices, piping, pipe fittings, plumbing fixtures, registers, and heating and air conditioning ducts. It is not practical to draw these items as they would actually appear, so standard symbols have been devised to indicate them. So, and you can see there is a whole big chart showing them the outlets, the components, and the light fixtures. So please make sure that you check that and you familiarize yourself with that. The same goes with the mechanical systems such as plumbing and HVAC, or heat and ventilation and air conditioning. So they are shown, like for example, piping is shown by lines, and different types of lines represent different kinds of piping. So please make sure you are familiar with those. And again, this is just like a high level overview video. I just really recommend to check the textbook. This is just for you to kind of like recap on the information. Let's move to the reference marks. So a set of drawings for a complex building may include several sheets of section and detail drawings, and these sections and details do not have much meaning without some way of knowing what part of the building they are meant to show. So, call-outs, called reference marks on plans and elevations, indicate where details or sections of important features have been drawn. So usually it's like a bubble and showing the arrow and like slicing the building if it's a section. So please make sure you are familiar with those and you know where to find them. And usually if it's a PDF set, usually when you click on that, it brings you, it's like a bookmark, it brings you to the sheet where you need to go. So also what else is important here? There are a few sections shown. There are a few details, and please make sure that you take a look at those drawings and see actually how they are referred to in the drawings and the construction documents. So also the final little part here is the abbreviations. So we know that drawings contain a lot of notes and labels of parts, and those notes and labels are usually abbreviated as much as possible to avoid crowding the drawing. So we don't want the drawing to be too busy because it will be really hard to read. So for clarity, the abbreviations are used, like for example, for building, BLDG is used and so on. So there are tons of abbreviations. So please refer to the textbook. And that was it for Unit 5. I will see you in the next video. That is Unit 6, and that is the plan views. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.